in America, guten Abend in Germany, salutations in English. Here, welcome to the stream. Normally, I would be doing Steeler games, but since the Steelers played on Thursday and I attended that game live in person, I decided to do the live stream for the Germany game or the international series, however they want to word it. Here, who's going to be on top the pecking order by the I imagine this will definitely determine seeding later. Well, if Miami were to win their division, mind you, they still got Buffalo hot on their trail. I think Kansas City, despite coming off that loss to Denver, they are still, in my opinion, pretty much going to win that. I think in most people's eyes, they're going to win that. The AFC West is going to be Kansas City's, despite that loss. Just doing a quick checkup here and see what. Making sure make sure my mic's working. Should be fine. Mic's working. Should be fine. Yep. Mine and the noise in the background here. I don't have a PC. Once again, this is being done via a tablet here, so I have to check my phone every now and then to make sure the stream is still ticking. Game about ready to get going here. They're doing their predictions now. Colleen and Steve are saying Miami. Kimmy's saying Kansas City. Mariucci going Miami. I think a lot of teams are wanting to go with Miami or here because they just like that offense of theirs, and for good reason. They're ranked first in basically most of the categories, or at least the important ones. Just checking a couple things here. Oh, Michael Urban saying Miami, huh? I think it's all because of last week. I think a lot of people were thinking about last week's performance with Kansas City. Why a lot of people want to go with Miami, because Miami's offense is clicking. I am very skeptical, though, of Miami's defense, though. Taking a look at the defense. Taking a look at the defense here. Miami's totals in defense here is it's not the best. It's only middle of the pack in a lot of categories. Total yards allowed, they average 329 allowed. That's 15th. 16th in both pass and rush, 221 passing, and 107 rushing. And but they do allow 25 points per game, which is only 23rd in the league. And a lot of the teams they played here have not been that great. I mean, they have yet to win a game against the team over 500 so far this year. Their two losses being division rival Buffalo and Philadelphia. The other losses have come against teams like New England or the Chargers, Giants. I'm trying to remember who else. Carolina. All teams that are pretty much labeled not that good. Just based on the record. Maybe the best team that they have beaten was the Chargers. But as far as their offense, they do bring a lot of, like I said, they're ranked first in a lot of categories. First in passing, first in rushing, and obviously total. They're first in the league with 33.9 points per game. Due in large part to that 70-point game that we saw against Denver a month or so ago. And however, as far as Kansas City is concerned, over the years we've known Kansas City to be in this high potent offense like Miami is. And it still is. They still have a pretty good high-potent offense on the passing game. Miami's first in passing, but Kansas City is only third. They're only 276 average in passing, fourth in total yards per game with 381. Their rushing game, not that great, only 105, and that's only just 21st in the league in rushing. Points per game, down a little bit, 23.4. That's only 12th in the league. But yeah, they've won a few games where it was they won 17-9 on Jacksonville. They only scored 9 points against Denver. There have been some games where Kansas City's offense has been skeptical or sus, whichever is the right word for it. But really, that's been kind of been hidden about Kansas City is their defense, especially their pass defense. Which is, right now, Kansas City has only allowed 176 yards passing per game. Good for second in the league. I believe Cleveland's first with like 160-something. Total yards per game, Kansas City's fourth in that column right there. Only 287 they average allowed. Points per game is another big thing here. They only allow 16 points per game. That's good for second in the league. I forgot to see who was. I think Baltimore's first in that, actually. As far as the turnovers column, both teams are at -4 in here in the turnover differential, which is bottom 10, which is each good for only bottom 10. I was about to say good for bottom 10. That's not exactly good to be -4 in the turnover differential, despite their records. Kansas City defensively, Kansas City does lean pretty heavy a lot on their sacks, but so does Miami. Both teams are top 5 in sacks. Kansas City has 28, that's third. Miami has 27, that's fourth. Kansas City does have a decent amount of takeaways as well. They're tied for 10th with 12, but Miami only has 8. That's below middle pack. But that's obviously the key matchup is how is Kansas City's defense going to handle this high-potent offense that Miami has, especially when they're playing against a familiar face for the first time in Tyreek Hill, which is basically the main story of this game. Is like it's Tyreek Hill facing the Kansas City Chiefs for the first time since the trade a couple of years back. But this is a really stern test for the Miami Dolphins here, not just because like I said before, they have the last 5 times they played against a team above 500, they've lost all those games. 3 of them being Buffalo, but here and this is the statement game for the Miami Dolphins. They need to make that statement. It's like, hey, we're as good as this. We're as good as the X amount of teams here. They only lost 31-17 to Philadelphia. That game was closer than what that score indicated. It was 17-all by the fourth quarter, I believe. They just couldn't stop the brotherly shove, which most teams haven't. But this is a very stern test for that Miami line, especially their linebacking core with Jalen Phillips, David Long Jr., Jerome Baker, and of course Bradley Chubb, in covering number 87, Travis Kelce. The one thing about Kansas City that seems to be lacking a little bit is their wide receiving core. They've relied heavy on Travis Kelce, and especially the last game when with Sky Moore dropping a touchdown. McCole Hardman didn't have a good game either. Go with Marcus Valdez-Scantling. We just call him MVS just for short. Kadarius Toney, we may see him a time or two here and there.
the running game ain't the best in the world. I mean, even though I do think Isaiah Pacheco can be very underrated at times, I thought he was quietly one of their better players in that Super Bowl win against Philly. I felt like he got a few big first downs in that game, in that Super Bowl, and it kind of went unnoticed due to other things, and I'll leave it at that. As far as Miami's offense, obviously, they got a very stud running back in Raheem Mostert. Here, I know Mike McDaniel really liked him in San Francisco, and he managed to bring him over. Also, Jeff Wilson's there, too. He was also an ex-49er running back. Of course, no David Achani. He's still on IR. And he was having a great rookie season. He was having a great rookie season until he got hurt. Most notably in that 70-point game. But most of the offense is going to be surrounded by two men, and of course the aforementioned Tyreek Hill and their first-round pick from a couple years ago, Jalen Waddle, number 17. Could get Braxton Berrios involved in the passing game a little bit today. Here, maybe to spread it out, maybe keep the defense stud secondary modest at times. Not really a tight end threat Miami really has. I mean, it's just Durham Smith. He doesn't get a lot of targets nor catches, nor let alone catches. But Kansas City secondary has been quietly pretty darn good. L'Jarius Sneed, their strong safety Justin Reed, Brian Cook, their free safety, and of course their first-round draft pick Trent McDuffie, which I believe that was the pick that they acquired from the Tyreek Hill trade. I don't know about matchups. I don't know if they're going to put Trent McDuffie with Tyreek Hill. That'd be very interesting if they did. With Trent McDuffie lining up against the guy they traded for to get. I mean, they did trade up in that said draft in 2021 to go get. Oh, excuse me, 2022. It was 2022 because Trent McDuffie was picked right after Kenny Pickett. And the kickoff is away. We got the ball and the Chiefs will receive, and the ball goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs will start from their own 25, going from left to right. So we'll see the Kansas City offense first. We will see Miami's offense first in the third quarter. Shotgun. Mahomes and shotgun, sidecar right. Fakes the handoff to Pacheco. Rolls right, throws left. Pass caught. That is number 11 for a first down to the 45-yard line. And that is Marquez Valdes-Scantling with a 20-plus yard catch right off the shoot. Mahomes again in shotgun, this time by himself. 3 wide set to the right. From their own 46. Takes the snap. Fires a short pass to Kelsey. The pass is caught, and Kelsey's only going to get about 4 yards. And I believe that was Javian Howard there on the tackle. And he'll bring up 2nd and 6 right at midfield. Second and 6, shotgun, sidecar right, banana bunch right. Hardman motions out. Then a handoff to Pacheco up the middle. He's going to get spring forward for about the 47, 46-yard line. That'll be good for about 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2 coming up from the Miami 46. Obviously, as far as defense is concerned, their game plan is to somehow keep get in Mahomes' face. This time Mahomes has got their center on 3rd and 2. Pacheco in the backfield. Now they fake the handoff to him and McKinnon. He's going to throw a screen pass to Pacheco. He's got it for a first down. No, excuse me. That is not Pacheco. That is Sky Moore with the catch on the screen. He's got the first down. Needed 2. He got about 10. So it'll be 1st and 10, Kansas City inside at the Miami 36. Sky Moore trying to redeem himself from the touchdown he dropped against Denver last week. Shotgun sidecar right again. Mahomes has time. He looks. He fires the pass. Pass is caught for a first down inside the 15. And that is Sonny Gray, number 83. Their backup tight end. And a gain of about 22 yards there. So far, Mahomes is off and running. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line they put it, so it was a 25-yard gain. Shotgun, sidecar right, takes the snap, looks left, fires down the middle, the pass is caught. Did he get it? He was able to maintain? Yes, he is. And that is Watson. Number 84, that is Watson for the touchdown. Looking at the replay, they're obviously going to look at this. The ball does touch the ground, but does he maintain possession of it? You keep in mind the ball can touch the ground as long as possession is maintained on contact. It looked like it may have bobbled a bit. And I believe that, the official's call was touchdown, so, or at least the judge at the back of the end zone called touchdown. And we're on commercial break. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just answering a couple of messages. There was a little bit of a juggle on that catch here, but not like a obvious one. This one needs indisputable evidence to overturn, and they did call a touchdown, so I imagine this is probably going to stand. I think I would. If I was there, I would probably just let it stand as called. Pretty close. Oop. Sorry, I kicked the dang tripod there. Still looking at it here. They're still looking at this, so well, maybe they caught it. Sit. Oh, they called it incomplete. Huh. So instead of an 11-yard touchdown to 84 Watson, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 11. Shotgun alone. 3 wide set to the left. Takes the snap. Quick screen to number 4. Quick screen. It's going to be 10 to the 5, and that is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. And that is Rashee Rice from 11 yards out. Their rookie acquisition in this past draft. Very impressive drive by Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes went 5 of 6 for 71 yards and the 11-yard touchdown. Just a quick screen pass, some excellent blocking up front there by the Chiefs. And Harrison Butker's extra point is up, and it's right down Broadway. So 12:03 to go in the opening salvo. And Kansas City strikes first blood. That was the one thing I was worried about with Miami's defense was how are they going to handle that offense? And so far, Kansas City takes round 1. And we're going to see what Miami can do with the ball on their first go around. Braxton Berrios there on the here back for the return. Kicks away, and it's just going to go through the end zone for a touchback. And Miami will start from their own 25, going from right to left. And we'll see Tua Tagovailoa for the first time today. Leading the NFL right now with 2,400 yards passing. Mahomes not that far behind. Even before their opening drive. 1st and 10. 2 under center with Mostert in the background. 2 wide set to the left. Takes the snap. Fakes the hit up to Mostert. He's going to fire to his left. The pass caught. That is Jalen Waddle. That is going to be a Miami Dolphin first down to their own 40. So Miami looking to do exactly what Kansas City did was first play pass, and it was a big first down right off the shoot. So it'll be 1st and 10 Miami from their own 39. Again under center. This time 2 wides to the right. Motions a man out. Pitch to Mostert, running right. He's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Good penetration by the secondary on the pitch. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. And we have a man down for Miami, and that looks like that's Jalen Waddle down. That's not good. I believe that, yep, that's Jalen Waddle that is down, and that's, oof. And he's had injury concerns so far this year already. He's missed some time, and this would be a huge dent in the armor for Miami if Waddle can't get back in there. He is up and walking off in his own power. See what happened here. Ooh. Looks like he took a hit in the leg, and He's walking gingerly on that it was his left leg. They're going to give Mostert a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from their own 40. Pistol formation with Mostert behind him. 2 wides to the make that 3 wides to the left. Throws a quick screen to Hill. Hill's going to take it. He's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage here for basically no gain. Another screen pass, and Kansas City was ready for that. So very quickly, 3rd down and 8 coming up, 3rd and 9 coming up from their own 40. They need their own 49 for a first. Showing Miami's 3rd down conversion rate, 41%, good for 10th in the NFL. Play clock quickly running down here. Got 3 and 2. Shotgun and sidecar left. And I don't think they got the play off, or did they just call a timeout? And they're saying no delay again. Miami just called their first timeout. Some miscommunication there. Only 5 minutes in, and you've already burned a timeout. In a game like this, and I know it's only the first half here, but you generally might want those are timeouts you might want to find a value. Two points. Okay, here we go. Third down 9, banana bunch right. Shotgun sidecar to the left. Chiefs showing blitz. Takes the snap. Looks to his right, and this play is blown dead. And I think they're going to get Miami for a false start. Yep. They got Miami for a false start. First penalty of the day. Let's see who they got for it. The problem was, I guess they were calling on Jeff Wilson Jr. on that one. I don't have the audio on, by the way. 3rd and 14 from their own 35. Need midfield for a first. Takes the snap, and it looks like it's blown dead again. And it was Kansas City. Is it encroachment on Kansas City, or did somebody from Miami go? It looked like Kansas City jumped the snap here, and then Miami. Might be neutral zone infraction. Yep. It's exactly what it's called. So they've offsetted the false start. So now it's once again 3rd and 9. So let's try this again for a 3rd time. Tried to time the snap there, but didn't quite work. Still showing the same motion. Here's 3 wides to the right. Takes the snap. Looks. He's under pressure. He's going to be hit and sacked. Hit and sacked. 35 for the Chiefs was their initial hit. Came in on a safety blitz, and Tua had no chance. $35 and 51 for the Chiefs. It looks like they're going to both get credited for the sack on that one. And it'll be 4th and 17, and the punt is away. Punt made by Jake Bailey. Chiefs on the return. They get it to their own 28, and he's just going to try to make something out of it, but he ends up running backwards, and he's going to lose yards. And that was number 12. That was McCole Hartman. So Miami's first drive got one first down, but nothing after that. And as I stated before here, Kansas City's defense has been here. Their identity is getting to the quarterback, and so far they've gotten it to it once already for one sack. They're showing the Frankfurt game that they're going to have next week, which will feature the currently 3-5 Indianapolis Colts against the currently 2-6 New England Patriots, which we will see in action later today, obviously. Some very good games we have lined up here. Seattle and Baltimore at the 1 o'clock slot. That's the featured game here on that specific time slot. Should be an excellent game, but I got Baltimore winning. A close one. Justin Tucker kicking a winning field goal at the end. I can see that happening. Both defenses pretty good, so I imagine probably it's going to be tough for either one to get the 20 like the Seattle-Cincinnati game was. The 4 o'clock game, basically the only notable game is going to be Dallas at Philly to see who's the king of the East on that one. Mahomes on offense here, 1st and 10 from their own 24. Draw a hand off to Pacheco up the middle, and Pacheco's going to get about a good 8 yards on that run. Showing currently the AFC playoff picture, which Kansas City listed as 1, Miami 2nd, Jacksonville 3rd, Baltimore 4, Steelers at 5-3, Buffalo, who's playing later tonight against Cincinnati, 2nd and 2. Another draw hand up to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to get a first down to the 40, and he's going to fight his way forward to about the 41. He needed 2. He got about 9. And so I was listening to the on-field reporter about Jalen Waddle. It looks like Waddle was looking at plays or looking at the play sheet, so it looks like he's going to be out there for the next drive. Under center this time. Play action pass. Looks. Mahomes is just going to fire it at the feet of number 28. Mahomes was under serious pressure. He just wanted to get that ball out of there. And that was Pierre that he threw that one at the feet of. So right now, 2nd and 10, 7:57 to go in the first. Pistol formation. Hand off Pacheco up the middle. Now he runs left, and he's going to get nothing. He may have even lost a yard there. And that was that one was David Long Jr. there on the tackle, and it's going to be 3rd and 11. Actually, 43 for Miami. Got the initial hit, excuse me. Third and 10 from the 41. They need the Miami 49 for a first. Shotgun alone. Looks right, looks left, fires a screen to Kelsey, and Kelsey's not going to get there. He's only going to get 2 yards on the screen or check down. And it's going to be 4th and 8, and the punt team will be out. And we will see Tommy Townsend for the first time today. Nothing materialized there in coverage there, so he just dumped it to Kelsey to see if he can make a play. But Miami was ready for that. Christian Wilkins was in on that tackle. And Braxton Berrios there for the return. And the punt is away. And Berrios is going to call for a fair catch, and he'll catch it at the 18-yard line. So Kansas City, second drive stalls out. 6:36 to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0 Chiefs. And if you heard the sideline reporter saying how they need Jalen Waddle out there, they do need Jalen Waddle out there. Waddle and Hill have been pretty much their yin and yang there. That's what's made him so dangerous. It's like Tyreek Hill is dangerous no matter what, but you got a guy as good as Jalen Waddle out there, also in that same wide receiving core. Eesh. It's one of those you look at it and going, how was this cooked up in Madden? We'll see if Miami's offense can get something going here on this drive. Don't mind me, I'm just rearranging fantasy lineups. Have to change a few since I heard Drake London's not going to play today. And Damian Pierce. Damian Pierce being from Houston, mind you. Drake London from Atlanta. I was just showing Goodell in attendance there. I think he just signed an extension as well. 1st and 10 here, 2 under center. And the pitch to Mostert to the left. And Mostert's going to get to the 20 to the 23 is where he'll end up being tackled at. And that was Micah Donna, number 51 on the tackle, and he got about, let's say 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5 coming up. Tua again under center. 2nd and 4. Hill motions, and they're going to try to jet sweep the Hill, and Hill's going to pitch it on an end around on a reverse to Waddle. Waddle's going to get the first down to the 25 to the 30, and it's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So a little trickery here, and Jalen Waddle's still a little ginger on the leg, but it was a jet sweep reverse. The first pitch to Hill, and then Hill with the pitch to Waddle going left. And he got about 12 yards on that run. So 1st and 10 from the 36 they're putting it at. So a gain of about 13 on that run by Waddle. Next thing up to Mostert. Tua under pressure. Gets away, fires a pass, and it's going to be caught by Hill to the 40. And he's staying up, trying to fight his way forward for a couple more. And it's going to be down at the 42, but we do have Laundry. We got a flag down here. And it's going to be right about where Tua was, or excuse me, where Tyreek Hill ended up being tackled. Oh, they're calling holding on Kansas City. Defensive holding. So that's going to be 5 yards and an automatic first down. So it'll be 1st and 10, Miami at their own 41. Showing the next-gen stats, and they're here. And Tua is kind of like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. They like to get the ball off quick. And they're showing that Tua is very good when the ball is out of his hands within 3 seconds. 1st and 10, clock winding to 4:45 in the first. And fakes the hand off to Mostert. He looks. He's got a fire deep down the middle. Pass caught. First down to the 45 and tackled at the Kansas City 42. That is Tyreek Hill. Needed 10. He got about 17 on that here on that catch and run. And that was the free safety, Brian Cook, that couldn't quite cover him. And now Miami's starting to get something going here. 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 42. Takes the snap. Fakes the hand up pass. Throws it. Pass incomplete. Threw it a little far away for Jeff Wilson Jr. Wilson took a hit as well. He took a hit from Justin Reed, number 20, their strong safety. Would have been a first down catch at about the 30 if he was on target. So instead, it's 2nd and 10. Banana bunch right. 2 and in a pistol. Motions a man left, now back right. Takes a snap and a pitch to Mostert to the right. He's going to get only a yard. He's going to get just to the 42-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up here. Trying to get Miami's running attack going here because Kansas City's run defense is considered their weak point. It's considered their weak point because they do allow 111 per game, which is middle of the pack. Third and 9, Tua takes a snap. Fires to his right, pass is caught, first down. Hit the 25-yard line. That is Jalen Waddle. We do have Laundry, though. Let's see what the flag's about. Is this going to be holding on Miami or illegal formation? Body language indicates this is on Miami. Illegal shift on Miami. Is what they're calling. So instead of a first down catch at the 25-yard line for Waddle, it's now 3rd and 15 from the Kansas City 47. Need the 32 for a first down. Shotgun sidecar left. Banana bunch left. Takes the snap. Fakes the screen. Does a pitch out to, I believe that is that Mostert again? Couldn't tell. But it was nonetheless, it was actually tackled very quickly, only for a 2-yard gain. I couldn't see who that was. But it was Drew Tranquil, number 23, their linebacker, who made the quick tackle, and he only gained 4 yards, so Miami's punt unit will be out there. And we'll see Jake Bailey for a second time today. And the punt is away. And fair catch called by Hardman, and Hardman catches it at about the 9-yard line, and that's where Kansas City will start their third drive of the game, late in the first. Now they're showing that Pepsi commercial with the NFL legends wanting to get back out there. That's funny. If you haven't seen the Chips commercial with Emmitt Smith, Marino, and Rice and Moss. No, Brady, stay retired. Don't you dare come back. Don't pull that crap again. Every now and then they do throw a funny commercial out there during NFL games. Emmitt Smith sitting on the sideline taking a cat nap. .204 to go here in the first. In Kansas City, we'll have the ball for the third time. Showing Mahomes' numbers when he's not under pressure. And that was, again, the key for Miami is how is their defense getting Mahomes' case. Takes the handoff, and the pass to the left, and the pass is caught. And that was 84. That was Watson, who had a touchdown taken away from him, good for 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Second down 2, shotgun sidecar right. Takes the snap. Handoff, looks like Pacheco, and Pacheco is going to fight his way forward. He'll get a first down. Needed 2, he got 4. As we approach 1 minute left here in the first quarter. First and 10, shotgun sidecar left this time. Fakes the handoff. Mahomes under pressure, scrambles to his right. He's looking. And finally decides to keep it and just run out of bounds. He's going to lose a yard or so. Couldn't find anybody, so he just decided to take it and run, and he's actually lost the yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11 with 39 seconds left. Showing the scramble yards per game that Mahomes has to do. He's done more than what he's ever had to do. And this is likely going to be the last play of the first quarter here with 17 to go. Shotgun sidecar right again. Looks left. Now scrambling again right. He's hit. He's just got the ball away. Was able to get the ball to the ground and avoid the sack. And that is 92 And that is Zach Seiler. And it's not intentional grounding because Isaiah Pacheco was nearby. So 12 seconds to go in the first, 3rd and 10. Alone in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks right, now looks middle. Fires deep down the middle of the pass. Is going to be over the head of everybody else. It was intended for Watson, 84. And it falls harmlessly incomplete. Brings up 4th down, and we'll see Tommy Townsend for the 2nd time today. Xavier Howard there on the coverage. Everyone's looking for pass interference. There was hardly any contact. That's a good no call. And Townsend's punt is away. This will be the last play of the first. And a fair catch is called for by Barrios, and he catches it at the 30-yard line. So after one, Kansas City struck first on their opening drive. Miami did have something going in their second drive, but a penalty took that momentum away, and they ended up punting that one away. So Miami's third drive will games we'll see later today. Minnesota, Atlanta, very intriguing matchup. Tyler Heineke will get the start for Atlanta. Minnesota will be going with Hall at quarterback. They did get trade for Josh Dobbs, but he'll be the backup for this one since they just got him. I imagine Atlanta should win that, even though they're going with Heineke as opposed to Desmond Ridder. But you never know with this game. You just never know. Minnesota's hurting a lot, though. I mean, not only you lost Kirk Cousins, you still don't have Justin Jefferson back yet. Also, you got a couple of struggling teams at 3-5 with the Rams and 2-5 with the Pack. I think the Rams are, even though it looks like Stafford's out, this is probably going to be very much a low-scoring affair. I said 20-3 in my prediction. It might be lower than that now that Matthew Stafford ain't going to go. But I think Green Bay's offense has been sputtering bad. They have no running game whatsoever. It is a winnable game, but the way it's been going, it doesn't look like they look bad. We're going to see how bad they are with this game with the Rams. They may win that one. You just don't know. Again, it's like the Minnesota Legend. You just don't know. New Orleans, like Chicago, I expect New Orleans to win that one. Offensively, it looks like last week they were getting some stuff together. Chicago's sputtering. I imagine New Orleans is probably going to win like a 30-13 type deal. And here we are back to the game. Miami shotgun sidecar to the right, motion left. And a quick shovel pass. That is to Tyreek Hill. He's going to the 35 to the 40, and he's going to get to about the first down marker. I believe they're going to give him the first, and yes, they will. Just a quick motion pass to Hill, and he turned the corner. He was able to get the burners going and get 10 yards and the first. First and 10 from their own 40 now. Shotgun, sidecar left. Takes a snap. Hand off to Mostert to the right, and Mostert is only going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Or no, that's not Mostert. That is Hobman, number 28. Excuse me. I thought it was Mostert. Can't remember his first name off the top of my head here, so I'm just going with Ahmed for now. Second down 10. This time under center. Fakes the handoff. Tua looks. Fires deep right pass off the hands of Tyreek Hill. Would have been a big first down, but Hill couldn't reel it in. Missed a little face mask there. And Hill, it hit him in the hands. He just couldn't reel it. So 3rd and 10 coming up. Miami's yet to convert. They're 0 for 2 so far today. 13:33 to go in the second. Tua shotgun sidecar right. Takes the snap. Throws a quick screen to Wilson. And Wilson lost the ball. And Kansas City's got it. At the Miami 44-yard line. What are they going to rule here? Are they going to rule that Wilson had it and then fumbled? Or are they just going to rule him down? No, they're calling it incomplete. Just saying incomplete entirely. Let's see. A little juggling. Yeah, incomplete. It was incomplete. It's a good thing he didn't. It's a good thing he didn't catch that. 4th and 10. Here comes Jake Bailey for his 3rd punt of the game. And the punt is away. And Hardman will just call fair catch from about his own 16-yard line, I think it was. And Mahomes will get the ball back for the 13:25 to go in the second. So far, the story of the game is that Kansas City's defense trying to keep Miami's offense off rhythm. So far, they've accomplished that. Penalty in the second drive interrupted the rhythm they had going. What looked like they were an illegal shift took away a big 3rd down catch from Waddle. Last drive here basically was hindered by Tyreek Hill not getting that. You're not really in a catch, even though they could have called face mask there right off the shoot on that play. Well, it would have been a 5-yard face mask, not the personal foul one. But still, he had one in his hands, couldn't reel it in. That pretty much ended that. So far, Miami's offense struggling to find a rhythm going. And Kansas City did get a lot of stuff going here with in their first drive with Mahomes. Basically, faced no pressure at all in that first drive. Culminating in the 11-yard touchdown to Rashee Rice, which so far that is the only points of the game. Back to the board I was before mentioning, Seattle and Baltimore will probably be the best game of the 1 o'clock card. Obviously because of their records. Seattle leading the NFC West, and Baltimore leading the AFC North. A lot of eyes on that game. There'll be some eyes on Cleveland and Arizona. Arizona's going to go with Clayton Tune at quarterback. Kyler Murray looks like he'll be ready next week. Back to the game. Mahomes shotgun sidecar right. Takes the snap and handoff. It was actually here was a motion pass to Nicole Hardman, and Christian Wilkins read that one extremely well, and he lost a lot of yards. He might have lost 5 yards there on that one. It was like quick motion pass they've been doing where the quarterback is just doing this. But he actually lost 7 yards, so he's 2nd and 17 from their own 10. Need their own 27 for a first. Takes the shotgun snap. Fires to his right. Pass is incomplete. And that one, and Mahomes is looking for more flags. That was intended again for Watson. Watson's been targeted 4 times today so far. And they want, and Watson and Mahomes is looking for contact before the ball got there. And there was contact before he got there, but so far the refs being very lenient so far on that. 3rd and 17, Mahomes in shotgun alone. And now we got a whistle in play here. And it looks like Kansas City is burning their first time out of the half, and it is. Washington, New England later. A couple of teams that are likely to be drafted in the top 10 next April. Washington traded away their defense. I think New England's going to win that just because of that. You know, you trade your 2 best pass rushers in Sweat and Young. And it's going to be one of those, I think, any day now for Ron Rivera to be given his pink slip. They may wait to the end of the year, maybe not. Tampa and Houston later, I have no idea how to predict that game. I really don't. I was literally my predictions to going, okay, give me Harvey Dent's coin, let's flip it. You can give me any argument in the world about that, and I'll be like, works for me. 3rd and 17, shotgun, sidecar left. I keep an eye for Kelsey. Takes the snap, drops back, looks, fires a check down, and it's going to be caught by McKinnon, and McKinnon's only going to get to the 15-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and long, and it's going to be Kansas City's 3rd consecutive punt of the day. And Mahomes, with his jersey out of sorts, took a hit at the end of that. And that's how most people are starting to game plan with Mahomes lately, is that Mahomes doesn't do well when isn't 100% great under pressure. Here's Tommy Townsend with his 3rd punt. And the punt is away. And Barrios with the catch. He's going to get to the 40. Runs forward. He's going to get tackled at about the 44-yard line. So excellent field position coming up here for the Dolphins. Their best field position of the day. With 11:50 to go in the second. Obviously, the marquee game at the 4:30 mark is Dallas to Philly. I think Philly is too much because A.J. Brown, getting 125 plus yards a game, seemingly every game. He's getting at least 125 and some scores. As far as I'm concerned, A.J. Brown should be in the MVP discussion. We need to stop with the narrative of, okay, a quarterback's going to win MVP every freaking year. I'm like, what about guys like A.J. Brown or Christian McCaffrey with the way McCaffrey's season was going? I mean, he's still getting touchdowns, a touchdown a game. My point is, yeah, a quarterback's probably going to win it, but I'm like, why not a non-QB get actually votes? Like A.J. Brown should be in the talks as much as Jalen Hurts should be. Christian McCaffrey should be in the discussion. I mean, look at Cooper Kupp a couple of years ago when he won the Triple Crown in receiving, and I don't think did he even get a vote? I can't even remember who they gave the MVP to. I think it was Aaron Rodgers they gave it to that year in 2021. I think it was Aaron Rodgers who they gave it to that year, but that was when Kupp was virtually unstoppable. The other two 4 o'clock games, woof, tank ball. Especially this one here. Your day tree. I know you got John Tess's round ball rock here in the wings for that game. Giants and Raiders. Oh boy, in my prediction, I said 9-6 because the way both offenses are sputtering bad. I mean, Raiders cleaned house with firing their offensive coordinator, their head coach, and their GM in one swoop. We'll see what Antonio Pierce can do as the interim head coach. Ironically, playing against the team he won Super Bowls with, the New York Giants. So I did predict the Raiders to win because the Giants, I think they are getting Daniel Jones back, though, so that's going to help. But, man, these two are going to be drafted top 10 easy next year, if not top 5. Shotgun, fakes the handoff, fires deep down the middle. The pass is going to be incomplete. Intended for Jalen Waddle. Had a shotgun with sidecars to both sides. He fakes the handoff, and here Brian Cook on the coverage on Waddle. Just missed the target. Overshot it by just a couple of yards. Tried a deep pass, which is something they've been very good at. Shotgun sidecar left, now right. Rolls to his right, rolls to his left, takes the snap, and he is under duress, and he throws the pass, and it's incomplete. And now they're picking the ball up and running with it as if it was a fumble, but that ball went forward. Unless Tua never had control of that ball as he released it, I thought it was incomplete live unless he never had that ball, which I'm pretty sure he did. He was just trying to get rid of it so he wouldn't take the sack. Heads up play by Mostert to pick it up and start running with it, just in case. Yeah, that's a forward pass. Not by a lot. It just only went forward by a yard or so, but I do applaud Raheem Mostert's awareness, saying, and now we got a flag down. Are they going to call intentional grounding? Yes, they are. They're going to call intentional grounding on Tua. I mean, he was well short of the mark on finding Mostert, and I guess he was still in the pocket and didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, obviously. So I guess you got to call that. So instead, it was a dead. So he lost 10 yards on that, so it's now 3rd and 20 as if he was sacked. 11:41 to go here. It's still yet to convert a 3rd down. This one's a doozy to try to convert here. 3rd and 20. Shotgun, and he's alone. Scrambles to his left. He's got to fire a check down, and it's going to be caught, but he's going to only get back to the 44-yard line where the initial line of scrimmage was. That was Jeff Wilson with the catch. They needed 20. They only got half of that, and it's going to bring out the punting unit and Jake Bailey. 4 drives, 4 punts for the Dolphins. You're not going to beat Kansas City with stuff like that. Well, we can't beat anybody with stuff like that, but especially Kansas City. So, a couple of drives where Miami didn't get anything going, pretty much due to penalties. Although this one, you can credit the defense for the pressure they put on Tua on this one as well. Punt is away. Fair catch called at the 10. There's a flag down. Usually this is on the return squad. Oof, holding on the return team. So Kansas City backed up even further. They're going to be at their own 5-yard line, looks like. So about 10 minutes or 10 minutes and change left in the second. And so far, Kansas City is opening salvo. So far, the only points of the game at 7-0. I mean, credit to Miami's defense so far. Other than that first drive, they've been holding their own. Been keeping the score low so far, but Miami's just not getting it going offensively. And again, half of that's due to the penalties. The other half is really due to how good Kansas City's defense has improved, especially now that Chris Jones is back. And Kansas City has improved on their secondary over the years. You lost Jardavius Ward and Tyrann Mathieu over time. You put in Justin Reed and Trent McDuffie and Jardarius Sneed. I'm not a big follower of the Chiefs here, so guys like Cole from How About Them Chiefs, that YouTube channel, he's obviously got more insight of how good this Kansas City secondary is, especially in Kansas City's front four is pretty good too. We just saw that in this past drive, the pass rush they got on Tua, forcing the intentional grounding, which I don't know if they credit. I need to look up the stat. I wonder if they credit that as a sack, even though it was a penalty. I wonder if they credit Kansas City for a sack for forcing an intentional grounding. I need to look that up if they do count that. Showing Frankfurt, largest city in the federal state of. Oh, that went by too quick. Pistol formation. Mahomes takes the snap from his own end zone. Handoff up the middle. That is Pacheco. And Pacheco's going to get 2 yards, if that. Just trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. And it's going to be second and about, we'll call it a rough 8. Showing Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator for Miami. Formerly of, I believe it was the Denver Broncos. It was either that or Minnesota. I can't remember which one. No, it's Denver because that was Scott Zimmer, I think. Anyway, quick draw handoff there to Pacheco up the middle. Pacheco's going to fight his way forward to about the 10-yard line. And it's a gain of about, let's just say 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up. They were showing Kansas City's first drive getting 75 yards, and since that, they've only gotten 31. They're down and 5 coming up, under 10 minutes to go in the second. Mahomes shotgun, banana bunch left with a sidecar right. Keep an eye on Kelsey. Takes a step. He's looking left. He's going to fire a pass. It is caught. What a catch. That is Rashee Rice for a first down. Needed 5. He got 6. Wasn't the best throw, but that was a great catch by Rashee Rice. And if it is indeed a catch, let's go take a look at this. And they can't see anything from the back angle. Here's the angle right here. Yep, looks like he's got that. Second catch of the day for Rice. His first one was the 11-yard touchdown. And Kansas City actually called their second time out of the first half. I think they were trying to, I guess, maybe miscommunication at the huddle. They might have called timeout to avoid 12 men on the huddle, I guess. Maybe that's the thing. I mean, you basically gave Miami a free timeout to look at that replay if they so desire, but that looked like a good catch anyway. .905 to go here in the second. Mahomes under center, 1st and 10 from their own 15. Hand off McKinnon to the right, and McKinnon's going to fight forward. He's going to get 2 yards to about the 17-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 8. First time calling McKinnon's name all day. This time shotgun sidecar left for the Chiefs. Kelsey motions left, right. Takes a snap. Mahomes looks left. Still got a lot of time to throw. He's looking. He's just going to fire in that one. He's going to fire that one to the popcorn vendor. Flags are down. That's probably going to be holding on the Chiefs for as much time as Mahomes had. There had to have been a hold somewhere in there. Maybe defensive holding. The defensive holding. And that's what Mahomes was looking for, was the defensive holding, and they got Bradley Chubb on that. That's a bit. That penalty is going to hurt. Was Chubb holding on that? No, he was holding Rashid Rice. Miami's 4th penalty of the game so far. Banana bunch left with a shotgun sidecar left. Fakes the handoff. He looks. Mahomes is scrambling. He's just going to run to the 25, and he slides down to about the 27-yard line for about, say a 4-yard gain. Mahomes wants flag for a contact afterwards, but he was hardly touched. .745 to go here in the second and 4. The game 6 yards, excuse me, from the 27. Same set. And the handoff to Pacheco right. Pacheco's going to get the first down he's going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. He needed 4. He got about 6. Again, banana bunch left. Again, sidecar left. Takes the snap. Hand up Pacheco right again. And this time they stuff it. Pacheco might have gotten a yard, if that. And I'm going to say he got a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up from their own. Showing their offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy. formerly of the Bears. Shotgun, quick slam pass caught, first down to the 45. Still on his feet to the 50. And he's going to fight his way forward to the Miami 46-yard line for a first down. And that is I believe was that 19? Was that Kadarius Toney with the catch? I believe that was Kadarius Toney on a slant pattern. Good job by Toney to stay up. He can fight. He can get about 5 or 6 extra yards on that one. Now from the Miami 45, 1st and 10. Pistol formation. Fakes the handoff. Drops back. He looks under a little pressure. Throws a quick dump. And then the pass is caught for about a 3-yard gain. That is to Sonny Gray again. I think it's Sonny. Oh, wait. No, that's Noah Gray. Excuse me. I said Sonny Gray. That's the pitcher in Major League Baseball. Second down 7. Banana bunch down to the right with a sidecar left on shotgun. Now motioning left, and that's going to be a false start. 7. Yeah, that's a false start on Kansas City here. Their left guard. And that was Trey Smith, I think it was. No, 70. No, that's 79. That's Donovan Smith. Excuse me. Not Trey Smith. Trey Smith's right guard. So each team so far has garnered 4 penalties in the first 25 minutes with 5:04 to go here in the second. Show Mahomes' stats so far: 12 of 17 with 107 and a score. Shotgun, sidecar left. 3 wide out, set to the right. Takes a snap. Looking, now looks right. He's going to scramble. He's just going to run to his right. He's going to try, and he's just going to run out of bounds for about a 3-yard gain. There's a flag down. And could be a hold on Miami. Mahomes is motioning that way. Threw it right about where Mahomes was running, and the way Miami's body language looks like they're going to be called for illegal contact. Oh, no, this time holding on Kansas City. Oh, okay, there's 2 fouls. They got holding on Donovan Smith again, and then they called Jalen Phillips, the Miami's linebacker, for illegal contact. So the penalty is offset, so it's going to be back to 2nd and 12. Shotgun sidecar right. Kelsey motions left. Takes the snap. Mahomes looks left. Fires a pass. Pass caught. First down to the 30 to the 25. That is Sky Moore. Tackled out of bounds at the 24-yard line for a big first down. Sky Moore, his second carry of the second touch of the day, and both of them resulting in first downs. Boy, Sky Moore was open too. That's sometimes the dangers of Travis Kelce. I believe they had Kelce doubled out. Sometimes you're just you worry about Kelce so much you forget there's other guys. From the 24 of the Dolphins, Kansas City's driving. Mahomes takes the shotgun snap. Looks to his left, still looking left. Now runs left. He's just going to scramble. He's going to run out of bounds. He's going to get about, they're going to say 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line. This time Mahomes is under center with Pacheco in the backfield. Man motions left, the hand off to Pacheco, who's going to run left. He's going to get tackled at the. Well, he got hit at the line of scrimmage, but he fell forward for a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 at the 18-yard line. .240 to go in the second. Kansas City needs the Miami Dolphins 14 for a first. Shotgun snap. Mahomes looks. Fires a quick check. That's to McKinnon. McKinnon to the 10, to the 5. McKinnon is in for the touchdown. Threw a quick dump out to McKinnon, who was wide open, and he had a clear lane. He basically went in untouched. We do have a flag down, though. So hold the horses here for a quick second. Nope, they're going to call Miami for defensive holding. That's going to decline. And Kansas City had a great first drive. The next few stalled out. And they got Jalen Ramsey for the defensive hold, but it's irrelevant. A quick dump to McKinnon, who was wide open in the slot, and he had a clear lane. And Harrison Butker's extra point is up and through with 2:31 to go in the second. Kansas City doubles their lead from 7 to 14. Yeah, again, it was like what I was mentioned earlier. They're worried about Kelsey so much they want to pretty much double Kelsey. Problem with doubling one guy is that you're leaving somebody open there, and you're probably leaving somebody open in that regard. In this case, McKinnon was left wide open because the defender that was covering McKinnon decided to double off on Kelsey. And Miami paid for that one big time. Butker's kick is away. See if this is going to be returned. Nope. There'll be another touchback, so Miami will start from their own 25 with 2:31 left. And I got to feel like this is a must-score drive here for Miami. I mean, they will get the ball first to start the third, but they need points on this board before going in the locker room. There's got to be a sense of desperation if you're Miami right now, because so far Hill's only had 3 catches for 28 yards. Just haven't got any rhythm on offense. And a quick pitch to Ahmed, and Ahmed's going to run to the left. And he's going to get he sprung forward for a few extra yards. Thought it was about a 6-yard gain. Instead, it was 9. So it'll be 2nd and 9 with now 2:15 to go. They're looking to see if they can get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. Looks like they will. Shotgun sidecar to left. Takes the snap. Fires a quick pass. Pass caught 45 and tackled just before midfield. That's Jalen Waddle for an easy first down. And that right at the 2-minute warning as well for about a 15-yard gain. And it looks like the urgency is there as far as the Dolphins are concerned. I mean, Miami's defense was playing okay after they gave up the opening drive, but the fact their offense wasn't getting anything going for them. I mean, you can't hold an offense like Kansas City down forever. I mean, somehow Denver did, but I mean, that's what happens when you force 5 turnovers. I mean, if you're Dolphin fans, you're looking at Kansas City going, you lost to Denver, and we put up 70 on them, and you only put up 9. Well, Denver looks like a different team than what they were in that 70-point game. I mean, especially defensively. They look like that 70-point debacle was like, okay, what the heck are we? I mean, they've won a couple of games since that. Actually, they've been 3-2 since that 70-point debacle. With one of those losses being the front end of that Kansas City game. And they only gave up 19 in that game. Okay, 2 minutes to go here. Miami at their own 48. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Fires a quick pass caught to the 35. It's Tyreek Hill, and he's going to get tackled at the 33 for a first down. About a 19-yard catch there for Tyreek. Miami try to run quick. I was about to say hurry up, but they are in huddle here. No urgency really yet as far as the clock is concerned. 1:33 to go. They still have 2 timeouts. Pistol formation for Tua. Fakes the handoff. Fires a quick dump off, and that pass is caught by 81 to about the 30-yard line. 81, I believe, is Durham Smith, and yes, that is. First time we've called his name all day. But it was only about a 4-yard gain, and the clock continues to run with 1:10 to go. It's been 40 games since Miami was last shut out at half, and timeout on the field. We'll see who called for it. Might have been. Boy, if that's. Or is this an official's timeout? That was weird. Yeah, I guess that was an official timeout because it didn't show Kansas City nor Miami getting charged anything. As they're showing 38, L'Jarius Sneed being helped off the field. Looks like he got dinged up. 2nd down 6. Clock continues to run to 50 seconds. Shotgun, sidecar left. Fires a quick screen, and that got broken up badly. And then fumbled the ball. A quick fumble the ball, and that's going to be recovered by Kansas City. And he's off and running. A quick pitch out to the 10, 5, touchdown Kansas City. It was a quick screen to Cedric Wilson, and Wilson lost it. I didn't see who recovered it, but whoever recovered it pitched it out to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook ran it to the house. What chaos. Oh, yeah, that ball's out. 21 for Kansas City, recovered it. And as Tyreek Hill, that was Edwards 21 on the recovery. And as Hill was trying to tackle him, Edwards pitched it out to Cook, and Cook had no one. Here had a clear lane, and he was gone. Oh, my Lord, what a sequence that was. Oh, excuse me, that was Tyreek Hill who fumbled the ball. I thought it was Cedric Wilson. And they've confirmed the touchdown with 33 seconds left in the half. And the extra point by Bucker is up and good. Oh, the worst thing Miami could have had happened. Hill had it. Trent McDuffie. Ironically, Trent McDuffie was the one who forced the fumble. The man that ultimately Kansas City ended up drafting with the first round pick they got from Miami for Tyreek Hill. Wow. And Hill is beside, I wanted to say beside himself, but I imagine he's pretty PO'd at this point. Kickoff is away, and it goes to the end zone for yet another touchback. So 33 seconds and 2 timeouts. But, man, that's a backbreaker if you're Miami, because it's hard enough coming back from 14 down against Kansas City. Now you got 21 to deal with. Edwards with the recovery, and he pitched it to Cook, and Cook was gone. Now keep in mind, Miami will get the ball to start the second half. Quick throw to the left, pass caught by Ahmed, and Ahmed only gets about 5 yards, and Miami calls their second timeout with 27 seconds left. Yeah, Kansas City's defense, which has been a quiet staple for the Chiefs this year so far. Yeah, like I said, their pass defense has been excellent this year. Top 5, actually only giving up the second least passing yards per game behind Cleveland. And their points per game average is only 16, and so far they haven't given up a single one yet to Miami. Second down 5. Tua alone and shotgun. Fires deep right, and it's over the head of everybody. Incomplete. 22 seconds left in the second. Cedric Wilson was the intended target. And Miami, not a good stat to look at there on their third down conversions. 0 for 4 so far in this first. Two in shotgun, sidecar right. Banana bunch right. Takes a snap. Looking left, and now he just fires a quick screen, and Ahmed dropped it. And Ahmed dropped it, and they're showing L'Jarius Sneed going to the locker room early. So Miami's offense sputtering badly. We're getting something going at 14-0. Jake Bailey's punt is away, almost blocked. And the Chiefs will just let that one bounce. And Miami downs it at about the 10-yard line with 8 seconds left in the half. And I imagine Mahomes is just going to take a knee. And was there a flag down there? And did it hit the scoreboard above? That's funny. I'm sure Jerry Jones is snickering at that one, going, he's like, see, even we can do it. See, it happens in other places too. So I guess I'm going to replay the punt because the ball hit the scoreboard above. So they're just going to retry this. And punt is away again. This time it's more of a line drive. And Hardman's going to take it to the 25, to the 30. And it's going to be tackled at about the 32-yard line with 8 seconds left. We're going to see if Mahomes wants to try something here with 8 seconds and still a timeout. If they want to try something, or if they just want to take the knee and go to the locker room. I imagine it looks like they're going to go to the locker room because Kelsey's not out there with this. They're showing with his helmet off. Yep, just going to take a knee. And as stated before, Miami will get it first in the third, but first half as good as you can ask for if you're Kansas City, especially on defense against this high-potent offense in Miami. Or even the defense getting a scoop and score. I mean, Miami's defense has played reasonably well. I mean, they did allow the opening score, and they did get. But after like the next 3 drives, they held Kansas City to only about 30-some-odd yards after that. Before the offense got clicking again. But as I stated before, you can't keep an offense like Kansas City down forever. Your offense has to. It works hand in hand. I mean, the offense has to be there as well. I mean, there were moments that Miami looked like they were getting some stuff going on offense, but then just a couple of penalties. Here's what set them back. And again, they've yet to convert a third down. They're 0-5 on third downs. NFL 104 season, the script read. I mean, I said the drive before the scoop and score. Miami had to score on that drive. Even if it had to be a field goal, at least get something going. And they were getting something going until Trent McDuffie forced this fumble on Tyreek Hill. And Yeah, that is going to be that's going to be talked about quite a bit. The guy that the Kansas City ultimately drafted after they traded away, Tyreek Hill ends up forcing a fumble. That it's not game over. I mean, it's not over. I mean, 21-0. I mean, we see wilder stuff with wilder numbers, but I mean, this first half has been all Kansas City. And they're showing 9 different players have caught a pass. Well, yeah. Sometimes it works like that. Kelsey only has 2 catches. Sometimes it just works like that where it's like, well, how come? It's like, why are we not seeing anything out of Kelsey? I'm like, well, everyone else is getting open. Most defenses against Kansas City is going to be like, okay, cover 87 at all costs. Make the other guys make plays. Well, the other guys have made plays, especially Sky Morris made a couple of good catches. Rashid Rice obviously got the touchdown and Rashid Rice has had a couple of catches there. Not just the touchdown, but he caught a first down that set up that drive that made it 14-0. Yeah, Miami averaging almost 20 points in the first half per game this year. You see that number. I mean, even Philly was allowing points, which actually I only think they gave up. Now that I think about it, I think Philly only gave up 3 in the first half of that game. I'll be right back. Okay. Miami, you just can't convert a third down, huh? They got 6 people watching? Damn. I was expecting 4 at the most. Considering I'm usually covering Steeler games. Oh, it looks like they got a concert going on with Contra K and Nico Santos. Am I shocked that Miami's struggling as much as they are against Kansas City? Not entirely. I would have thought, like, I was kind of expecting Kansas City to get their offense going because Miami's defense is suspect. But I wasn't counting on Miami's offense to be sputtering this bad. I mean, Kansas City's defense is very underrated. It's actually very good. It's just not a lot of people are seeing that because everyone's looking at, their offense. But really, their defense is why Kansas City has been. It's actually gotten better than what it was a year ago. I mean, surely that said defense will be severely tested when they get to Philly, Buffalo, and Cincinnati later. And so far, they're passing this test with Miami with flying colors. I should put that down there. I mean, again, it's still 30 minutes. Anything can happen in 30 minutes, but it has to be an apples and oranges effect. Take a look at that Sunday night game that's going on later, marking the DeMar Hamlin returning to Cincinnati for the first time since almost losing his life. Again, that's a testament to the Cincinnati medical staff. Cincinnati's hospitals have been known for being very good. They were the ones that treated Ryan Shazier, I believe, when Shazier was paralyzed from the waist down. And now Shazier is at least up and walking around now. As far as the game itself, Cincinnati is starting to find its rhythm now. Took them a while. They've gotten embarrassed on a couple of occasions by Cleveland and Tennessee, I believe. But they had that 1-3 start. They've won 3 straight since. Looked very impressive against San Francisco in that, very tough defense. Buffalo's defense got their hands full, even if they did have Mike Milano there. Showing the first half stats, and pretty much Kansas City's owned everything so far. I mean, again, the previous drive where it was 14-0, I thought that was a must-score drive. I mean, that's more prevalent now. If Miami wants a shot at this has got to. I don't think even a field goal is going to suffice on this. This upcoming drive they have here to start the third quarter must result in a touchdown. If you want to have any kind of hope of making a game out of this, now granted, you need your defense to step in and make a couple of stops. I mean, there were times they were making stops, it's just the offense couldn't do anything. And Bucker's going to kick this away from left to right. I imagine this will be yet another touchback, and yes, it is. Imagine Mike McDaniel going in that locker room had to have been going like, okay, this ain't working. We got to change something here. Pistol formation for Tua with Mostert in the backfield. From their own 25, going from right to left. Hand off Mostert. Mostert's going to run forward, and he's going to get maybe 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Excuse me. Second down play, 2 under center this time. And fakes the handoff, and it's a pitch around to Mostert. Mostert's going to get to the 30, to the 35, first down, shoved out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. And it'll be a first down Miami. And we got Laundry. That's probably going to be a hold on Miami. Yep. And an end around play that worked, and they got called for a hold. And yep. That they got Williams. They got Connor Williams, their center, for a hold. That was another thing that was killing Miami too. Here's the penalties that were taking away big plays. I think I've had about 3 or 4 of those penalties that took away first down plays. So now 2nd and 17 from their own 17. Takes a shotgun snap. He looks left, now fires right. Pass is incomplete. In the vicinity of, looks like Jalen Waddle, but everything was off kilter there. Trent McDuffie on the coverage. So now it brings up third and long, 3rd and 17. Tua alone in shotgun here. They need the 35 for a first. Takes the snap, looks to his right. Now he scrambles right. He's just going to run to the 20. He's going to slide down to the 25 and be well short of a first down. And Miami 0 for 6 on 3rd down. So in a drive where I said they needed a touchdown and they go 3 and out. Have I said that before on another certain team? Even though we did win that game. And we only had, I think, a couple of 3 and outs in that game. Punt is away, and it's just got to take a bounce at about the 22-yard line. Got Laundry, though. Let's see what that's about. Probably a hold on Kansas City. Taking a bit to discuss this one. So a couple of holding calls, so they just ended up picking one. So Kansas City getting the ball for the first time in the third quarter. I imagine this is the drive where they want to get Travis Kelce going so they can lay pretty much the finishing blow. Because if a touchdown here for Kansas City, I think is pretty much that's a wrap. And Kobe. And Kobe. Sorry, a little narcissist to be that way, but oh well. But yeah, Kansas City gets a touchdown on this drive. I'm going to call that a wrap. I mean, can't imagine Miami coming back from 28 down, especially the fact you haven't converted a third down yet. There were a lot of people that had their suspicions about Miami because of their 6 wins being against teams. I think the best record out of the 6 teams they've beaten was 3-4, being the Chargers. And again, your 2 losses being Buffalo and Philly are pretty quality teams. And right now, your worst outing is this one. Because at least Philly, you were still in the game late in the third. I mean, Buffalo ran away on you, but you were at least getting on the board. Right here, you look like you haven't converted a third down yet. And the way you look right now, it looks like you can hardly beat anybody. Kansas City 1st and 10. Shotgun sidecar right from their own 13. Draw a handoff up the middle. That's Pacheco. Pacheco is going to get to about this, let's say this 18-yard line. That would be about a 5-yard gain. Quick screen on 2nd down. It's going to be a 1st down here, and that is to Gray, number 83. Needed 5, got 6. And so far, Gray's had more catches than Travis Kelce. Gray is Kelce's backup tight end. I mean, that's, I guess, one thing about Miami's defense so far is that they have covered Travis Kelce well. It's just everyone else is pitched in, which is how it should work. 1st and 10 from their own 24. Draw handoff up the middle for about a 2-yard gain. And that was, once again, Isaiah Pacheco this time. Holland, number 8 on the tackle. Second down 8. Quick screen pass. Pass is incomplete. The throw was a little behind the intended target, and that was Sky Moore that was intended for. So that brings down a quick third down and 8 with 11:27 to go in the third. Shotgun sidecar left. Takes a snap. Looks and looks. Fire. Now he's going to just run with it to the 30, to the 35. There's a flag down to the 40. Mahomes is running for a first down, but there is a flag down. It looks like the Chiefs are going to get caught for a hold here. Yep. So instead of a big first down run by Mahomes for 15 yards, it's a 10-yard hold. And who did they get with that? Was that 65 that they ended up getting? Which that would be Troy Smith. Or, excuse me, Trey Smith. I can't read my own damn handwriting. Kansas City, 3 of 6 on third down so far today. 3rd and 18 from their own 15. They need the 33 for the first down. Shotgun sidecar left. Takes a snap. Looking. Has all day. He's looking. He still can't find anybody. Now he's just going to run to the 20, to the 25, makes a move to the 30, and he's going to he didn't quite get the first down. He's going to be a couple yards shy. He gets tackled at the 32. Good job of Mahomes just to get even close to that. It looked like you. Good coverage by the secondary. You're not giving Mahomes anything to look at. They almost gave Mahomes a lot too much room to get the first down on his own, though. And it's going to be 4th and 2, and the Chiefs will put the punt unit out. This will be Tommy Townsend's 4th punt of the day. And punt is away. And Berrios is just going to let that fall, and it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So 9:57 to go in the third. Tua is getting the ball back and still with a 21-point hole to get out of. I'm doing more rearranging on my fantasy leagues. I do too many of them. The regular fantasy stuff, not the daily fantasy that you see with like FanDuel and DraftKings and MGM, or what was the other one? Oh, Underdog. That was another one. Well, nothing changed as far as the last drive Miami had was concerned. It's obviously must touchdown if you want to have any shot at this. I mean, Miami has the offense to get things going. I mean, don't get me wrong, but if this was the Steelers down 21-0 here, I probably would have shut the stream off. First and 10 from their own 20. Fakes the handoff looks to his right, throws a screen pass to Ahmed. That's Wilson. Actually, I was about to say Ahmed, but it's actually Wilson. He's got a first down. Gain of about 12 yards to the 32-yard line. Yeah, their offense today has been putrid. Only 120 yards, 4 yards per play. They average 7 per play and 450 a game. Pistol formation this time on first and 10. And fakes the handoff. Throws another screen. That's to 81 for the Dolphins. He's going to get tackled at the 40-yard line. 81, that is Durham Smith again. His second catch of the day. That was one area of the Dolphins' offense that I found considerably weak as their tight end. They're like, yeah, they have Raheem Mostert at running back and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but what else is their offense? I mean, hardly anything at tight end that you hear of. Shotgun motions out of sidecar from his right, now just one to his left. On second and 2. And the draw handoff is to Wilson. Wilson's going to get a first down to the 45, to their own 45. Needed 2, he got 5. So Miami getting on the move here a little bit. Still have yet to convert a third down, but nine minutes to go here in the first, or the third quarter, excuse me. Fakes the pitch. Now bootlegs right. He's got to throw it. The pass is caught by Tyreek Hill for about a 6-yard gain to the 49-yard line of the Chiefs. And it'll bring up second and 4. Trent McDuffie on the tackle. Hill up with 6 catches for 44 yards, but he lost that one crucial fumble. And the handoff to Wilson to the right. And Wilson is going to get nothing. He got maybe a yard, if that. So it'll bring up about third and about 3 as we approach. Actually, it was 7 minutes left. That was actually 8 minutes beforehand. So third and 2, 7 to go. And very critical. Miami might go for it here on fourth down, even if they don't get this. Banana bunch left, shotgun sidecar right. Kansas City looks like they're showing blitz a little. Tua takes the snap. He's looking left. Fires a quick pass caught by Smith for a first down to the Kansas City 42-yard line. Needed 2, he got 5. So the first third down conversion for Miami all game long comes at the 6:30 mark of the third. Oh, boy. They're showing the replay. Waddle was open. If he had a second read on Waddle here, Waddle's still running. But nonetheless, 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 42. Fakes the pitch. Tua is scrambling to his left. He's going to run. He's going to slide down at the 40-yard line. And we got a flag down. Tua wants a flag for a late hit, but he fell into him. There's a flag down beforehand. Tua's thinking Tranquil hit him late, but Tranquil only just fell down. He didn't even know Tua was there. Their backs were to each other. I think the flag is going to be a hold on Miami. If not, well, holding on somebody. Maybe the defense got caught for a hold. Yep, it was a defensive hold. They got L'Jarius Sneed on a hold on Tyreek Hill. Yep, grabbing the jersey. With the arm extended, they're going to call that. So that was 5 yards on an automatic first. So at the Kansas City 36. 2 under center on an I formation. Hand off to Mostert. Mostert's going to go up the middle. He's going to get about, we're going to say 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the Kansas City 31. As we approach under 5 minutes to go in the third. 2 in a pistol. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Looks right now, looks like fires deep in the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson Jr. in the end zone for a touchdown. Beat his man on the jump. And the Dolphins are on the board at last with 4:47 to go. 31 yards out for Tua to Cedric Wilson Jr. He beat Trent McDuffie. Oh, he might have gotten away with a shove. I mean, there was a little shove in the back there. Didn't call it. I mean, Trent was not looking for it, but maybe that's why they didn't call it. The extra point by Sanders is up and good. So Miami finally on the board. A deep shot that Cedric Wilson Jr. beats Trent McDuffie. So Kansas City's lead gets cut by 33%. 21-7. And it looks like I'm looking at the Liam Rappaport's tweets. And as far as the Rams-Packer game here we have coming up, it looks like it will be Brett Rippon for the Rams that will start for the Los Angeles Rams. I guess they have officially ruled out Matthew Stafford with a bad thumb. I'm not one to give out expert advice on over-unders or which spread to take here, but if I were to, I would say bet the under, whatever the Rams-Packers over-under was, or is, excuse me. So a long sustained drive there for the Dolphins. Took about four or 5 minutes. Finally converted a third down. But they need more than that. So very much needed touchdown for the Dolphins. Now they need the defense to clamp down, which they have done a respectable job of that. I mean, yeah, Kansas City has 21, but only Miami's defense is only responsible for 14 of that, obviously because of the scoop and score. So if you're Kansas City, you're seeing Miami finally get on the board. The last thing you want to do is give a quick 3-and-out and give Miami all the momentum now, and maybe if you're Chiefs fans, you're going to start thinking, okay, when Travis Kelce? Now they're showing the next gen stats. To his numbers when they do try play action have been very good. His play actions have been 18 of 11 for 112 and the touchdown they just scored. Shotgun sidecar left for Mahomes from their own 25. Throws a quick pass. Pass is caught. And that is Watson with a catch. He falls down on his own and he's tapped down at the the 31-yard line for a 6-yard gain. And has Mahomes even targeted Kelce more than once? Or, more than twice? I feel like he's only targeted Kelce twice. I imagine that's going to change at some point. 2nd and 4, shotgun sidecar right. Motions the man to the right. Throws a quick screen to that man to the right, and that is Hardman. Hardman's going to get a first down to the 35 to the 40, and he's going to be tackled at the 44-yard line for about a 13-yard gain. McCole Hardman there. So if you're fantasy owners of Travis Kelce, you got to be frustrated right now. Because he's been mostly decoy this game. 3.5 left here. Mahomes alone in shotgun. 3 wide set to the left. Takes the snap. He looks left. Now looks right. He's looking. He just fires a dump to the right, and that is caught, but for no gain. And that is to number 11, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. So far, Mahomes' most damage has been the passes. They're showing the next-gen stats there. Most of his damage that Mahomes has done today has been through passes under 10 yards. 2nd and 10, and the pass is batted in the air. The ball is going to be, and it falls incomplete. Boy, that ball was batted around like a pinball. That was a dangerous situation there. It harmlessly falls incomplete. Looked like they wanted to try a quick screen pass to Travis Kelce, and Bradley Chubb got his hand on it. So 3rd down and 10, a very big 3rd down here. Shotgun sidecar right. 3 Kelce to the left with 2 wides to the left. They need the Miami 48 for a first. Mahomes under pressure. Scrambles to his left. He's looking. Flags all over the place. That's going to be a hold. Mahomes is going to run out of bounds. And that's a late hit, I believe, of Mahomes. There were flags in the backfield. Here in the backfield, that was probably going to be for a hold, but I think Mahomes got hit late as well. So this might be offsetting if they did flag this. He ran out of bounds just a couple yards shy of the first down. Van Ginkel was the one who initiated the hit, number 43 for Miami. They're discussing this now. And they're calling hold on Kansas City. Mahomes was short of the first down by a couple of yards. And I'm surprised they didn't call a flag there. That was a little bit late. And they called. Yeah, they called. Yeah. Yeah, they usually call that. It was late, even though he was committed to the run, as you heard Gene Steratore say. Like, I understand Chiefs' frustrations for that not getting called. I think most times that would have gotten called. And it would have offsetted everything. And Miami accepted the penalty that was, I think they said they got Travis Kelce for a hold. Actually, it was 2 holding calls. So they ended up just picking one. But they accepted the penalty. So it'd be 3rd and 20. It would have been 4th and about a couple, and Miami didn't want to chance Kansas City considering going for it. Banana bunch to the left. Shotgun sidecar right on 3rd and 20. Takes the snap. He looks left. Still looking. Has time. No, he's hit second. The ball comes loose, and Miami's got it. Ball came loose. Miami recovered inside the 30. And Dolphins have great field position to start their next drive. Biggest play of the game for the Dolphins right there. Zach Seiler looks like he was the one who got the hit and the forced fumble. Oh, no, excuse me. That was actually Bradley Chubb. Zeiler was the one who recovered the ball. But it was Bradley Chubb with the hit and forced fumble. And the Dolphins, with the ball inside the Kansas City 30, are in business with 2:12 to go in the 3rd. First and 10, Tua under center I formation from the Kansas City 27. Hands off to Mostert. Mostert breaks a couple tackles. He's going to fight for about 4 yards. Flags are down. This could be a hold on Miami. And it is. Didn't catch it. Who was called for the hold there? So instead of a 2nd and 6, it's now 1st and 20 from the Kansas City 37. Shotgun, sidecar left. Motions a man out. Tua takes the snap. Looks right. Now scrambles right, excuse me. And he runs. He's going to just slide down and just take the L on that one. Didn't even try to run out of bounds. He just slid down. And he may have lost a yard with that, so it's going to be 2nd and, well, they're going to still say 2nd and 20. As the clock winds to 1:20 left in the 3rd. Miami would love to get points off this turnover here that Bradley Chubb forced. Shotgun, sidecar right. Takes a snap. Looks left. Now looks right. Now looks like passes. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Tyreek Hill. And I think that hit off his hands, and it just, he couldn't reel it in. It was a little high, but Hill still got his hands on that. So that's the second time Hill had a shot. Here had a catch go right off of his hands. So now 3rd and 20. And if you're Miami, you can't take a sack here. It would be a 55-yard field goal if it does not go anywhere. And the clock, play clock went down. Did they get called for delay or did they get the timeout in? No, they got the timeout in. First charge timeout. And could very well be a very critical timeout they'd like to have. And we have a break in the action here. Here, very late in the third here, Miami trying to cut into Kansas City's lead. I'm seeing this tweet here by Rappaport. Here, the Vikings in their first game without Kirk Cousins, Vikings players are honoring their starting QB in warm-ups. Here, they're wearing this nice shirt here. And from what I heard from the Netflix special they did here, Kirk Cousins is just all around a good dude. He was at a kids event just 24 hours after tearing his Achilles. He could easily just cancel that or not attend it after consider what happened. But no, he still showed up and he was still signing autographs. Cast and all. You got to respect that. It's like, yeah, I'm hurt, but I'm still gonna sign autographs for the kids. Under a minute to go here in the third. I think if you're Miami, you at least want to get some yards to make it a reasonable field goal. I mean, it is at the point you can still take a field goal. It'd still be 2 possessions short, but shotgun, he's alone. Tua alone at shotgun. Drops back. He's looking. Just dumps it off, pass caught to the 30. And he's going to be tackled about the 28-yard line. I believe that's Jeff Wilson Jr. with the catch and run. And there's a flag down. This is huge if this is on Kansas City. Maybe a hold. It's probably a hold on somebody. This will be unnecessary roughness on Chris Jones. Oh, that's brutal. And it's half the distance from the end of the play. Oh. This was well after. Yeah, that's well after the whistle, and he's shoving a guy down. Boy. If this was. And that was going to be 4th down. This was after the whistle, too. It was going to be 4th down, and Miami was just going to kick a field goal. Now, all of a sudden, it's 1st and 10 at the 14. Tua under center on an I formation. Pitch to Mostert to the left. Mostert to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Miami! Raheem Mostert from 14 yards out. It's a ball game now, boys and girls. Miami wasted no time cashing in on that gift from Chris Jones. Sanders' extra point is up and through. 22 seconds left in the third. And thanks to a Bradley Chubb sack and strip, Miami's in business. It's only 21-14. I did say if it was any offense that could come back from a 21-point deficit, it's them. But they had some help. Most notably, Chris Jones' unnecessary roughness call. Oh, my goodness. And what would have been 21-10, it would still be 2 possessions, but now it's 21-14, and Kansas City is now starting to notice that image in the rearview mirror is getting a little bigger. Kickoff is away. And we're actually going to get a return from the 1-yard line to the 15 to the 20, and he's going to be tackled to the 21-yard line. That was Jarek McKinnon on the return. And so Kansas City will start from their own 20. $18 seconds left here in the third. Mahomes a shotgun. Sidecar right. And the draw handoff up the middle. I believe that's to Pacheco. And Pacheco's going to get about 4 yards. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. We played 3. The first two quarters easily went to Kansas City. They were up 21-0 at half. But Miami's offense starting to find the rhythm that it's well known for, and got a big help with a sack and strip by Bradley Chubb to set up their second touchdown. And I did say at the outset here, Miami's defense does rely on getting a lot of sacks. They are top 5 in the league in that. As is Kansas City. So looks like we got a dandy here. See if Miami's defense can hold up one more time for their offense to draw even. I do got to credit Miami's offense, how they have pretty much held Travis Kelce in check. I don't know if it was due to the game playing where here they need to show like all the coverages they've had on Travis Kelce anytime Mahomes has thrown. I mean, Kelce's been targeted, I think, 4 times, and he still only has 2 catches. I have to imagine Andy Reid has got to be looking at his offense going, okay, Kelce, where are you? You got to get the ball somehow. Because right now Miami is right in the rearview mirror, and we need here in Kansas City is going to be thinking we need. This is what we have. This is why Kelsey is as good as he is. He makes plays that making the kind of plays that put games like this away. Here, but you got a Miami defense right now that's got to be as confident as you can be right now. Saying, man, we were down 21-0 at the half here, and we maybe the best receiver. I mean, yeah, I know he's a tight end, but he's the best. He's the most dangerous pass catcher in the league. 2nd and 6 is a quick screen to Hartman. Hartman's going to get a first down to the 30. He's going to be tackled at about the 32-yard line. Needed 6, got 7. I have to imagine Kelsey's going to break out somewhere. 1st and 10 from their own 32. Mahomes in a pistol formation. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, Pacheco. Pacheco is getting to the 35. He's going to fall forward to the 37-yard line for a 5-yard gain. So far, Pacheco, he's showing his stats. 14 touches, 57 yards. That's about almost exact. Just a skosh above 4 yards per touch. Reasonable. Those are reasonable numbers. Like I said before, they're not known for their running game. As a draw handoff up the middle, it looks like Pacheco again. Pacheco's got to fight forward. He's got a first down to about their own 43-yard line. He needed 5. He got about 7. Well, he was plowing forward with 3 guys on him, even though he did have linemen coming. But so some very good tough running there by Pacheco. Draw a hand up Pacheco this time, Mahomes. Fires a dump off pass. Pass is caught by Pacheco, but no, he dropped it. Excuse me. And there's some jawing going around there, but Pacheco dropped it, lost his helmet, and some jawing going around between Bradley Chubb and the Kansas City sideline. I think the Kansas City sideline wanted a flag for unnecessary roughness on him. But nothing doing. 13 minutes ago, 2nd and 10. From their own 44. Need Miami's 46 for a first. Shotgun, sidecar left. And the handoff up the middle, and he's going to fall forward for maybe a yard. And that was Pierre, number 29. No Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. He's inactive today. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the Chiefs. As I said, they need Miami's 46 for a first. 3rd and 9 coming up. Banana bunch left. Mahomes, shotgun, sidecar right. All eyes on 87. Takes the snap. He looks to his left. He's looking. Under pressure. He's one deep down the field. The pass is going to be incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He had a guy there. It was Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He had his hands on it. Couldn't reel it in. It was defended well as well. The defender might have gotten his hands in there as well. We're going to take a look. Oh, no, defender got in there. Defender did get his head around. Oh, no, it actually hit Valdez-Scantling's hand. I couldn't see who 4 was for Miami on the coverage. But nonetheless, Tommy Townsend in for the punt, and Miami, and a fair catch called for by Berrios, and Berrios will fair catch it at his own 10. So Miami will start from there with 12:07 to go in the fourth with a chance to draw even. Man, if Scanlon catches that, that's probably 6. Because the defender was falling down trying to defend that. If Scanlon reels that in, he walks in because that. At about the 10-yard line is where that all materialized. Oh, boy. Tell you what, Miami deserves some credit for making sure this game didn't get out of hand. It easily could have. Went 3 and out to start the third. I thought Kansas City had the door wide open to break that thing, to break it pretty much just foot on the throat and end this thing. But Kansas City's offense in the second half has pretty much been non-existent. Like, they've had a few first downs here and there, but can't get it. It seemed like by the time they were getting to midfield is where everything stalls, except for the Bradley Chubb sack and strip. I did say if Miami were to get back in this here, the second half would have to be apples and oranges from the first, and so far it is. It seems like Miami's defense is playing better, and Kansas City's offense is stalling, making some mistakes, especially with penalties. Kansas City winds up blowing this and loses this. They're going to be looking back at that Chris Jones penalty. Showing fans wearing all kinds of jerseys out there. I'm seeing Peyton. I think I even saw Peyton Manning's jersey out there. Not just Chiefs and Dolphins, but here we go. 12:07 to go. Miami from their own 11. And the handoff to the right. And it's going to be, looks like was that Mostert or was that Wilson? For about a 5-yard gain. Showing the third quarter highlights, which is, again, Bradley Chubb's sack and strip has been the play of the game so far. Just basically the reason why it's even a game to begin with. Couldn't tell who ran that here. I'm just going to presume that was Mostert. 2 under center on 2nd and 5. Now I formation. And the give to Mostert. Mostert's got to get a first down to the 24-yard line. He needed 5. He got 8. Mostert's run for 40 yards on 8 touches and the score. 2 again under center. And the pitch again to Mostert. Mostert's going to get the ball. Ball's loose! The ball is loose, but who's got it? It looked like Miami might have fallen back on top of it, and they did. Oh, that was close. Too close for comfort if you're Miami right there. That was 50. Willie Gay, the linebacker, came in and did the old Peanut Tillman thing. Just did the punch sound. But Miami did recover. It was a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 from their own 27. Need the 34 for a first. Fakes the pitch. Now he's going to dump it. The pass is caught somehow. Able to hold on to it still was that was 30 for Miami. I believe that was their fullback. Ingold. 30, I believe, is their fullback with the catch, and he only got a yard. We got a player down for Miami. And can't tell who was down. And they went to commercial. Looks like he has an issue with the legs. Whoever that was. If I had to guess, Liam Eichenberg, maybe that was. Whew. I mean, some fans are probably looking at this game here going, it's like, kind of a mild disappointment because they were like, we were seeing two high-potent offenses face each other. We were thinking, okay, both teams were probably going to score 30 but by the time this is over. I mean, it looked like Kansas City was on the verge of running away with it because Miami's offense basically was shut down in that first half. I mean, it's still dramatic right now at 21-14. When, like I said, it had potential of just being a wash by the time we got to this point. I mean, we got to remember there is defenses too, you know. Kansas City's defense played extremely well in that first half. Miami's defense is playing pretty well here in the second half. So far, it has been a tale of two halves. But Kansas City swooping score. That was 65 for the Dolphins that was down. Has to be helped off the field. And body language shows that he's, whatever it is, he's hurt bad. 9.5 to go here. 3rd and 5 from their own 29. They need the 34. Throws a pass caught. First down to the 35, and he's going to be tackled at the 36. And let's see who that was. Couldn't tell who that was with the catch. I guess that was Tyreek Hill. On a comeback route. Yep, that was Tyreek Hill. This time shotgun sidecar on both sides. Takes the snap and fakes the hand up, throws a pass, caught. First down, Jalen Watts to the 48, actually tackled at the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line, for a quick 13-yard catch. Faked the handoff to Mostert, and Tua found Waddle open And here come the Dolphins. They're right at midfield. Now 8:15 to go in the game. Maybe just regulation. We could see overtime here. Shotgun, sidecar right. And they give the Mostert. No, it's a fake. They pitch it to Hill. Hill's going to try to turn the corner. He's going to get to the 50. He's going to fall down at about the 48-yard line. Be about a 3-yard gain. And whoever has to wash Tyreek Hill's jersey here has got their work cut out for him because his whole right side is green. Second down, about 6. Inside kid, just now entering Kansas City territory from the 48. Under center. And they give the Mostert, and Mostert's going to fall forward for maybe a yard, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. And another critical third down here coming up for Miami. Their third downs have not been were not good. Their third downs were atrocious in the first half. They weren't that much better in the third. They had a third down that would have been They had a 3rd and 20 that would have been that didn't convert, but Chris Jones' penalty reset that. 3rd and 5. They need Kansas City's 41 for a first. Takes the snap. Fires pass caught. First down inside the 40. Tyreek Hill again. He needed 5. He got 7. Tyreek Hill with the second third down conversion of this drive. Just a quick slant pattern to Hill. Now coming down 6 minutes to go. The ball at this Kansas City 39. And the pitch. The pitch to Ahmed, and Ahmed's going to lose a bunch. That was broken up in a hurry. Willie Gay on the tackle. He lost about 5 yards, if not more. So it'll be 2nd and 16 from the Kansas City 45. As the clock continues to wind here with 5:22 to go. Need the Kansas City 29 for a first. Shotgun, sidecar right. Takes a snap, drops back. He looks. He's under pressure. He's hit and sacked. He's hit and sacked. .98 for Kansas City on the sack. Could not come at a better time. If you're Kansas City's defense. Also, Trey McDuffie came in on a safety blitz. And now it's 3rd and 26 with 4.5 to go. Play clock coming down here. Gets the snap off quick. Tua looks. Fires deep. Or no, he doesn't fire deep. He just fires short. And the pass is incomplete. Flag is down. Boy, if this is on Kansas City, that's going to be a backbreaker. It looks like it was a hold on Miami, and they obviously will decline that. Boy, that hurts. That was over a 6 minute. That was about a 6 or 7 minute long drive. That decomposed. Once they broke up that. Once they got that big loss on me try that again. Punt is away here. And the Chiefs are going to return from inside their own 5. He's not even going to get to the 10. Well, he's going to fall forward to the 10. I don't know why he didn't try just. Nonetheless, Kansas City will have the ball at their own 10 with 4:10 left. That last drive was pretty much went south when Ahmed lost 6 yards. And then 98 for Kansas City. I didn't have his name written down, but here because he wasn't listed on the starter chart. Him and McDuffie was there on the sack. They were showing the replay of the hit on Tua after he threw the ball here. We thought that might have been the flag, but no, it looked like it was just hold on Miami. So Miami still has 2 timeouts, still the 2-minute warning with 4:10 left. Oop, dang, kick the dang tripod again. Kansas City, obviously they don't need the score. They would love it. It would pretty much ice things out. It would pretty much ice the game. But their offense, only 59 yards of offense in this second half. And you got to keep in mind, Miami just killed about 7 minutes of the clock, only to wind up with nothing. Which Kansas City will take that as a thank you. And they're showing 65 Jones. He's going to have to be carted back to the locker room. Kansas City from their own 10. Shotgun, sidecar right. Throws a quick pass. There's Kelsey to the 15. He's going to be tackled at about the 17-yard line. Just his 3rd catch of the game. Good for 7 yards. They're showing the defensive highlights for Miami in the second half. Actually, we're going to say they only got 6 yards on that one. Mahomes under center. Pacheco in the back. On 2nd and 4 from their own 16. Hand off Pacheco. Pacheco's going to spring forward. He's going to be short of a first down. Needed 4. He only got about 3. So it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up here as the clock winds to 3:12 left. Kansas City, 3rd down conversions, only 3 of 9. They haven't converted a 3rd down yet in this half. Now would be a good time for it. Mahomes under center. Fakes the handoff. Mahomes is looking. Has all day to throw. He's trying to find somewhere to throw it to, and Mahomes ends up throwing that one away. Couldn't find anybody. He had to throw it away. Otherwise, he was taking a sack. And so Miami's defense steps up right when it was needed the most. And they're showing the coverage they had on Kelsey. And it's been like that all day. And Mahomes Wants that one back, it looks like. So 2:36 left. And Tommy Townsend for his 6th punt of the night. Gets it away. Barrios. We'll just call fair catch from his own 25. And here we go. 2:28 to go. Miami's got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Miami obviously needs the end zone here. They need all 75 yards within the next 2:28. Tua. Shotgun. Sidecar right. Motions a man left. And the draw hand up the motion to the left. He gets to the 30, 35, first down to the 40, 45, still on his feet, and finally tackled at midfield. And that's a big first down run there for Raheem Mostert for 25 yards. Clock continues to run. I think they're just going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning. Great blocking up front there. And he was able to break a couple of tackles and get about another 10 yards. And we're at the 2-minute warning, and Miami is 50 yards away from pay dirt. And they need every last yard. I do wonder if Miami were to get the touchdown, is there consideration to go for 2? Which nowadays that would be under serious consideration. But they need the 50 yards first before they can worry about 2 extra yards. I mean, football fans, if you want a drama, here you go. Maybe less points than what you figured, but it's still drama. I mean, again, it's more of a testament of the defenses here on this one. It wasn't like, the offenses have been sluggish. I'm like, they might have been, but the defenses have stepped up. I mean, Miami's defense altogether has not played terrible. Yeah, I mean, they allowed a touchdown on the opening drive. Okay, here we go at midfield. Tua under center. On shotgun, sidecar right. Draw hand at the Mostert. Mostert to the 45-40. First down to the 35. Stiff arms a man. He gets tackled at the 31-yard line. Needed 10, got 19. And the clock runs to 1:44 and counting. And right now, the clock is not the enemy right now for Miami. If anything, if you're Kansas City, I'm like, well, if you score, how much time are they going to leave us? Raheem Mostert, 12 for 86 in the touchdown. 120 to go. Tua alone in shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks left. Still looking. Fires to his right. Passes. Caught by... Nope, incomplete. Was intended for Mostert on the right-hand side, and it falls incomplete with 1:10 to go, and it's 2nd and 10. That's a little dangerous there because Trent McDuffie was not that far away from it. If McDuffie had another step, he might have had a shot at picking that off. This time it's a pistol. On 2nd and 10 from the 31. And takes the snap. Looks, fires to his left. Passes, incomplete. Looks like that was intended for Waddle. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. And it was Waddle he was intended for. With 1:07 left. Still Miami has 2 timeouts. Banana Bunch to the right. Shotgun sidecar right. Need the 21 for a first. He drops back. Fires to his left. The pass is going to be short. Falls in harmlessly incomplete. It looks like there was a big miscommunication between Tua and his intended target, Cedric Wilson Jr. Tua just lobbed one, and Cedric Wilson just kept going. And the pass fell behind everybody. So with 1:03 left, we're at 4th and 10. And this is pretty much ball game, even though there is still 2 timeouts. Miami needs the Kansas City 21 to extend this drive. Miami's 5 of 12 this year on 4th down. Shotgun, sidecar right. And we got a whistle here. And timeout called. And nope. Who was calling this? It looks like Miami called the timeout. Well, now that's official. If they don't convert, then Kansas City can just take knees. Well, 1:03 left. I have to imagine they're going to be looking for Tyreek Hill on whatever they have drawn up here. 4th and 10. Shotgun, sidecar left. This is ball game. They need the 21 for a first. Kansas City showing blitz. Takes a snap. Lost the ball. They couldn't handle a snap. And he falls on top of it. Kansas City's going to take over. And that is your ball game. Bad snap. Bad result. Kansas City is going to be 7 and 2. And Miami is going to fall short again against a team over 500. Or was it a bad snap? Did he just not have it? He just didn't handle it. And Kansas City will take knees from there. And that'll do it. The Buffalo Bills got what they wanted out of this. They certainly needed Miami to drop this one. And with later tonight, with a big game of their own coming up against the Cincinnati Bengals, they got a chance to not only tie Miami, but take the lead in the division. Since Buffalo did win their first meeting earlier this year, in Kansas City extends the stranglehold they have on the AFC West. But I imagine that Kansas City is looking beyond the AFC West at this point. They want the number 1 overall seed. And right now they are in the driver's seat for said position. Both teams will go home. They will be on a bye next week. And I'm going to wrap it up right there. Your final score, Kansas City holds on. A valiant effort by Miami's offense in the second half, but to no avail. Kansas City 21, Miami 14.